morning, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. Can you hear me?
I had my sound down, so I didn't hear you. Didn't know that. All right. So, has anybody heard of chicken piccata? Well, I'm going to be making cod piccata today instead of chicken. And we have our fishes here. I'm just gathering my ingredients, so you can talk if you want to, Bobby.
Morning, Tanya Williamson. Good morning. Thank you for joining Food Talk TV with Ashton. Cook like Granny. Cooks just like Granny. Lacey Martinez. Yes, fish. She's making some cod picante. Cod, not lobster. Cod picante. So picante, as far as I know, is an Italian word taken from a French word, but the Italian style is to lard, to cover with lard or cover with butter. I don't know how you're going to make it. You'll have to tell us. Are you going to cover it with some butter?
Shallots, butter.
Yeah, she's using butter. It's from the French, as far as I know, it's from the French meaning picante or something. It's like tart. But you're doing the Italian version, are you, with the lard or with butter?
Butter.
Butter.
And I'm a little bit behind because I had to find another stand. My other one broke.
You're on Food Talk TV. Thank you very much for viewing so far. Thank you for the likes. Thus far, don't forget to double tap the screen for a little bit of encouragement to a very tired superstar that is Ashton, who did a live last night, and I think it was broadcast to 57 countries, and there was 5.5 million people viewing it, watching her burn chicken.
Yeah, thanks, Bobby. So I'm gonna add some flour to this. Now this is just to coat the fish. We're not gonna be deep frying it or anything like that. I'm gonna use some white pepper. And we're also going to use some salt. Make sure you're tapping those screens. Please share the live and follow me.
If you've got any questions, fire them away. If you want to know a bit more about this recipe, the recipe will be live on foodtalktv.com, which is the website where you discover Ashton and many other Food Talk TV creators, as they're known as FTTV. Good morning from Florida. Hello, Bang. Morning to you.
All right, we're just going to get that set up, and then we are going to cut up our shallots. Baby, do I have another knife?
The dishwasher's clean.
Yeah. I really don't want to chop up shallots with a little bitty knife.
For those of you who are joining, Ashton is making cod picante.
Piccata, yep.
Picante. And you're making, what else you making with it?
Steamed broccoli.
Steamed broccoli.
Or rab broccoli. It's young broccoli.
Broccoli.
Like broccolini.
Oh.
Let's start this broccoli out.
Oh, content Jimmy's asking, what's up, Green Bean?
What's up, Green Bean? How are you doing today, Vanilla Ice?
Don't forget, guys, tap that screen. This will encourage other people to join in and have a look at this wonderful recipe that's being cooked by Ashton, just like Granny.
Alright, so I'm going to add in my shallot. I forgot to get my garlic. Oh no, it's right here. Make sure you are tapping those screens. Good morning to y'all. We are just making some cod piccata today. I'm going to cut the woody ends off.
So you threw the shallots in with the flour, did you?
No, sir. I added it into a bowl by itself.
User Debbie2 saying that's a beautiful stove.
Thank you. It's from Norway. My husband likes to spoil me.
Good morning, Linda White. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to double tap the screen if you haven't already. A little bit of encouragement goes a long way, especially for Ashton, who's feeling a little bit under the weather at the moment.
I'm always under the weather.
Her feet are just touching the ground after being a superstar last night.
I'm always under the weather. It's all right.
Sometimes it gets to people's heads, but it's not going to change Ashton one bit. What country are you in? User Debbie2. Ashton is in Sweden. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I am Ashton from Sweden. She's in Sweden, and I am in England. So this is technology. Technology brings you two people from Europe all the way to United States of America, live on Food Talk TV.
So I'm going to be using some cod here, and I'm going to teach you. In Swedish, this is torskik. It means cod. So whenever you go to the market, you can't say, "Can I have some cod?" They don't know what that is. You have to say torskfisk.
Our Catraz is in New Zealand. Wow, it's a long way. I've got family in New Zealand. So don't forget to double tap the screen. They look like nice cod loins, to be fair.
Yes.
They were fresh, were they, or were they frozen?
They were frozen, but I buy from like a good area.
Yeah. They look nice. They look nice loins, lovely loins. There's quite a lot there. It looks big.
Yes. They're pretty big.
They are big.
But David and I haven't ate anything today, and we're just going to be eating fish and broccoli.
What's the price of cod there at the moment in Sweden compared to dollars in the US? What would that knock you back one
Swedish
line?
krona, for $1 is 11 krona. So every time you see something, you have to divide it by 11.
So what's this fish costing?
I'm sorry?
What is the fish cost you?
This one probably cost me about, I want to say between $10 and $15.
altogether. That's not bad. That is not bad. There's a lot. There's a lot of value there for cod. Cod's quite expensive in the UK, or can be.
So we're just gonna pat dry these because we want to get a real nice sear on them when we add them to our skillet. And now I'm not worried about fish on my wooden board, but I definitely wouldn't do this with chicken.
No.
So
I mean, one quick tip that I use for defrosting fish is I get a tray and a jiffy cloth, and I put the frozen fish about a couple of inches apart, and then slide it into the fridge. And when they defrost, all the juices and the moisture goes into the cloth, and you're left with some nice pieces of fish, not gooey.
I put these in some water because fish, they just go real fast.
But didn't you just take them straight out of the packet?
Yeah, but I had them frozen before.
Yeah, that's what
And I defrosted them in some water in the sink.
All right, okay.
All right, so we're just going to lightly coat these just because it's going to give us a nice sear on our fish. And we're going to let it sit over here.
And is that like an all-purpose flour, is it, or?
Yep, just all-purpose flour.
No seasoning. Oh, you put some pepper in there, didn't you?
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
You
Nice.
don't really need a lot when you're making such a lemony, garlicky flavored dish.
Yeah.
And if you don't know this, capers have a lot of salt in them.
No seasoning. That's what I just asked. Pepe here. Yes, you put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper into that flour, and then the rest is going to come from the flavors are going to come from the rest of the ingredients. So thank you for joining. Thank you for double tapping the screen. This is Food Talk TV on TikTok, and you can get this wonderful recipe on foodtalktv.com. So head over there straight after this live, and you will see Ashton's recipe for this cod dish alongside other amazing creators who have sweated and toiled and crunched numbers to give you some wonderful, wonderful recipes that you can cook in the comfort of your own home. Hi, Crystal. How you doing? Crystal saying, hi, my love, to Ashton. Ashton's disappeared. She's coming back in a bit. I think she's gone fishing. Oh, no, she's here.
All right, so I'm going to turn the heat on a medium heat. I'm going to bring out over here. Right here.
That's like a nice catering pan.
There. Is that good? Yeah.
Keep those likes coming, guys. Thank you for double tapping. Let's get some more people on here. Please share the live as well to help notify others of this wonderful culinary journey that Ashton's taken us on.
I just love how you say things. Every time it just gets more wilder and wilder.
You gotta pump it up.
We're going to add in our butter.
Pump it up. God damn, these American people listening, man. You gotta pump it up.
We're going to add in our butter.
So you got a little bit of oil, a little bit of butter, medium heat. Thank you for double tapping. I forgot to say hello to Crystal Mosier.
already taken it out.
No.
Okay.
All you have to do is get your thumb and hold the back of the phone and just keep going like this. Look, I'll show you. Look, there, look. We'll take it to 2. Thank you very much. I am Ashton's second biggest fan.
So I have my broccolini here.
We've got
I'm
some
gonna get me a pot.
stem broccoli.
I'm gonna get me a pot of water and bring it to a bowl.
Thank you for sharing the live, guys. If you get a chance to share the live, there's an arrow facing right at the bottom right hand side of the screen. If you click on that, and you can share it with your nearest and dearest. And if you don't have any, just send it to somebody random.
Then maybe they can be your friend.
I don't have any friends.
They'll be like, hey, I watched them too.
I don't have any friends. So you've got some stem broccoli, or tender. Well, it's actually called tender. Do you call it tender stem in America?
It's broccolini, baby broccoli.
No, we call that tender stem. Quite nice broccoli. I love that. I love that with steak. It's lovely with fish as well. We're going in with our fish. Wow, that is a big pan. So, I mean, from if somebody's a layman who doesn't really cook, everything looks really, really simple. Or she's just made it look really simple because she's a culinary genius. But anybody could try this at home. You know, you probably wouldn't have to cook as much, maybe 2 lines or 1 line. But it's quite simple so far, don't you think?
Well, it's good because you can also meal prep this, you know.
What meal prep? Put them into containers, put them in the fridge, and then have them daily.
Yeah. So I'm just cutting the ends off of my broccoli here and adding them into the pot to steam.
Okay.
Because you don't want that old woody part, kind of like asparagus.
The end of asparagus, yes, related, isn't it? Can anyone tell what is the difference in broccolini and broccoli? Broccolini. Broccolini just related and it's a smaller version.
It's just the baby broccoli.
Baby broccoli. Very smaller version. It's related. I mean, most greens, especially with stems, are related.
It definitely has more flavor, and in authentic Chinese food, they use broccolini instead of regular broccoli. So
the cooking time is reduced because it's smaller and it's thinner. And it doesn't release as much moisture. So when they're stir frying at high temperatures, it stays crispy. So you're really gently frying these, aren't you?
yeah.
So Eric Miller, Ashton's making cod piccata with I think some capers.
Yes.
And some tender stem broccoli. What do you call it?
Broccoli. It's broccolini.
Oh, you call that broccolini, do you?
Yeah. Or
Oh,
broccoli
okay.
rabe.
Yeah, in England we just call it tender stem broccoli, and then you have your normal broccoli, which looks like a green cauliflower. Broccolini. Broccolini. And Eric, the recipe will be on foodtalktv.com. Ashton, I love seeing you last night. You did
Food
amazing.
Talk
I'm gonna
TV
video.
and justlikeGranny.com. Like always.
Yeah. In New Zealand, it's called broccolini too, just upside down. So if anybody's watching, she's trying to be really, really super gentle with these lines because they can still break a little bit. So she's being super gentle when turning those round. Alcatraz, broccolini upside down. Hello, I can't read it. Just an Aussie joke. We don't really use it against people from New Zealand. Just the Aussies.
Please make sure you're tapping the screen. Please share the live. And also, please make sure you're following the Yorkshire Indian and myself. Because even though we are a part of Food Talk TV, we are also content creators on our own. And we work very hard on all our content. Bobby does a lot of comedy in a lot of his stuff. And I'm going to start doing some series soon for guided cooking and easy recipes, things like that.
Thank you, but in my defense, I don't want anybody like believing that I don't work hard at all. I know Ashton does, and many of the other Food Talk TV creators do, but I don't. So I just do what I have to do, kind of thing. So you can join in and have a look and see if you like it or not. But I don't work hard. I'm a bit lazy. I'm so proud of you for last night, TikTok. It's you know the girl with the middle finger with no name. What's her name again?
Bad Birdie? No, yeah, it's Birdie. You're bad.
Iowa Mama. Heather Miller saying, hey Ashton. Listen, the most people who know Ashton, come on, let's double click. Let's get some likes going. Let's get some shares going. Thank you very much for joining. And if you haven't already followed Ashton, alongside the 5 million followers she got last night, please give her a cheeky follow. It's Ashton. It's just like Granny on Food Talk TV. Birdie! Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you very much. This is looking good. I bet it smells lovely. You've not put any lemon yet, but you're going to put some lemon soon. I know that. Very careful with this. So as you're watching, even the professionals can break the fish up. So you're going to be very, very gentle with fish. Otherwise it will flake. Cod will flake up as well. And there's a way to do this without it tasting rubbery. And this is the way Ashton's doing it. This fish will taste super light and delicate and not rubbery at all. Fish can be very unforgiving when cooking it. Thank you very much for the likes. Let's get to 4,000 if we can.
Huh?
Do you want my cup, please?
Yeah, can I have some Diet Coke, please?
Another chicken burger, large fries, large shallots, some coleslaw, and a Diet Coke, please. So you're going to use the same pan and deglaze that, are you?
Yep.
Yeah, man. That goes in the garlic and the shallots. Ja bless, welcome to the party. Ashton is making cod piccata with capers and tender stem broccoli, or as they call it, broccolini. It's done cooking already, that's quick. They are thick. They were quite thick loins, but she's got something up her sleeve yet. Capers going on there. It's going to make a little sauce, which is the piccata. And then I probably add some more butter and then pour it on top, and it will finish off amazingly well. Thank you for those likes, and don't forget, as ever, foodtalktv.com is the place for these wonderful, wonderful recipes from Ashton and from many other amazing creators that do spend a lot of time on their recipes, mastering their art, just for Food Talk TV and the followers. Thank you. What are capers? What's your definition of capers, Ashton?
They're like little salty things that you find in tartar sauce most of the time.
Well, you don't just find them in tartar sauce. They come from the sea.
Well, I didn't know that, so I learned something new today. So I'm just going to try to get all of these little bits up. I added in some lemon juice. I'm also going to add in some white wine. And we're going to let that reduce.
Chicken, no, she's making cod piccata. Cod piccata, not the chicken version. She's using cod loin today. Tonya Williamson, what are I forgot to capers. Capers are kind of like a red, green berry that they go really well with fish and anchovies, and they're from the Mediterranean, and they have this kind of salty inside texture that really tastes like fish. It just tastes like fish. It's gorgeous. It's really good for you as well. Hello, Mr. Bobby. Hello, God bless. God bless. God blessing me. Thank you very much. Thank you for these likes so far. Thank you for taking part of your busy morning and watching Just Like Granny cook this wonderful dish called cod piccata. So I keep saying, get it wrong, I keep saying tender stem broccoli, but apparently it's broccolini. You don't need me to keep telling you.
So I'm making my own stock from the vegetable or chicken bouillon, and then I'm adding water because they don't have like containers of stock here in Sweden. So I'm making my own, and I'm just going to let this reduce with that wine, the garlic, the shallot, the capers, and a little bit of butter and olive oil. And then once that gets reduced, we're going to make a sauce with some extra butter and just let it turn the heat off. And that butter is going to emulsify and make that nice, thick, shimmering sauce that everyone knows for piccata. And I need another.
Tonya Williamson, does that mean Spanish dishes? Yeah, I mean, Tonya, go to foodtalktv.com, and we do have a lot of kind of like Latin/Spanish recipes on there. So, I mean, the origin might be Latin America, it might be Spain, but you will get some Spanish dishes there. So yeah, try, that's what I would do. I would try, instead of Food Talk TV flicking through all the videos, I would go to foodtalktv.com, go to the recipes. You'll see Ashton on there, and you'll see many other creators that cook some wonderful dishes. So yeah, there's some good recipes. There's some great pictures. If you look at the food, it looks fantastic. And you made a Spanish kind of touch last week, didn't you? Not last week, week before.
Pork carnitas.
Por carnitas, which is a Spanish origin. Is it Spanish origin? Or is it a Latin origin?
Mexican.
Mexican. So Spanish then.
So we're just gonna.
Are you welcome, Tanya? Hope, good luck with that. Hope you have good luck finding something. You will find something, I'm sure you will. So what we're doing now, Ashton?
I'm gonna just let it reduce, add in some lemon zest for extra flavor.
Lovely. This is all looking very French cuisine, to be honest. I know it's Italian in nature, but the way you're making the sauce, putting the capers in, the lemon zest, the garlic, the shallots, is very French. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. I can do fancy stuff when I want to.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I know you're very talented. I know that.
Like I said, I grew up poor, and my mom and I and my sister couldn't go out to eat at these restaurants, so I basically taught myself how to do a lot of these recipes. Like any kind of Indian dish, I did it at home. Any kind of Asian dish, like Chinese food or my guy or anything like that, sushi. I stayed home and I taught myself. Because food has always been my passion. I believe I was in the kitchen since I was like 7 years old with my grandmother. And she would teach me how to make meatloaf and biscuits and, you know, southern food. And my mom just hated cooking. She hated cooking. So I did it.
So Tanya Williamson, I can't speak, read or understand Spanish, so this would be crazy. What, going to Spain? I don't think you'll have a problem going to Spain, depending on where you're going. Where are you going? I mean, most Spanish can speak English to a certain level anyway, so you're not really going to have a problem. As long as you try a few words, you should be okay. Ja bless, she's amazing, isn't she? Just she is amazing, isn't she? And I've only known her a few months, and she's always been in the kitchen, so she hasn't left the kitchen since she was 7. Actually, I tell her why. She was at a fair once.
That's our Bobby. He's got jokes.
Sorry? Couldn't hear you with you scratching your palate there. What did you say, sorry?
I said, that's our Bobby. He's got jokes.
No jokes today. We're keeping it simple because obviously I know you're tired from last night. And thank you very much for the likes, by the way. This is going really, really well. This is what really good chefs do. They taste the sauce even before it's fully cooked to see, does it need any more seasoning? Will I need to add a little bit more salt? Does it need a bit more pepper? Does it need a squeeze of lemon juice? Does it need a few more capers? What does it need? And Ashton's saying it needs nothing. Nothing, because I got it right, man. I got it right. First time. Is that right?
Sir.
Although it's still cooking and that taste, the texture will change and all those flavours will become sharper. So she'll probably try it again just before the end, which is a really good tip. But obviously, as you can see, Ashton is just doing it automatically because she's used to it. All good chefs taste their food at different stages. Professional tasting here, Jobless. I'd like to taste it, but I think Sweden's a little bit too far.
Well, when we get our new house, Bobby, you and your wife are more than welcome to come visit Sweden.
Oh, we will do. We can't get out at the moment, for any holidays, whatever. So we're looking after the mother-in-law, So it's been very, very difficult for holidays and whatnot. But obviously, we will plan at some point, and then we've got so many places that we need to visit. So yeah, I'm sure Sweden will be one of them.
I really want to go to Ireland and Scotland.
Yeah, well, Ireland's definitely on the list. Scotland, I've been many, many times, but need to go back. That's for sure. It's amazing in Scotland.
I have Irish and Scottish roots, and I just want to see it.
Yeah, I love the Irish. I love the Scottish. Amazing, amazing people.
I'm American. I don't identify as, how some Americans are like, well, I'm Irish. And no, you were born in America, you're American. But my roots, my history is French, British, Irish, Scottish, and some Cherokee Indian. So.
You didn't open a casino and a restaurant.
I didn't get any of the Native American genes. My sister, however, if you see her, she is so tall, like a lot taller than me, and she has long black hair, like naturally. We have same parents, everything. My daddy was real tall. He was like 6'5", and he had jet black hair, and my mom was a little bit shorter than me. And so I look like my mother's side, and my sister took after my daddy's side.
Yeah, I think that can happen. That can happen. Hi, Kaz. Morning, Stacey Cortez, 766. Morning, Ashton.
So I'm just letting this reduce, guys. It's going to meld all those flavors together. I'm sorry, y'all are a little bit crooked. But it's just going to meld all those flavors together. And then when we add the fish back in there, it's just going to like drizzle over it. So it's going to be real good. And then my broccoli is done already. I'm just letting it sit there in that hot steam. But yeah, we're just going to basically let this reduce here. And then we're going to add butter and make a white wine sauce. Usually that happens when you use, chicken stock, shallots, white wine. And once it's reduced like a lot, you add like a bunch of cold butter to it, and it causes a reaction making a sauce. So you'll want to turn off the skillet when you're doing this.
All right, we're making cod piccata with some broccoli and capers. Kaz saying, Ashton, congratulations for yesterday.
Thank you. Let's go back to the sauce.
Reducing down nicely. Thank you very much for the likes so far. Thank you for the people who have shared this live. And thank you for those that are going to foodtalktv.com after this broadcast to check the recipe out, because this recipe looks good.
Now, why don't we try to get me to 10K likes? If you do that, then I will go live today on my own channel and make some supper. So, I want to see y'all like it and share it with at least 5 of your friends and family. And if you do that, I'll go live on my own channel tonight, and we can make some supper together. All right.
Thank you guys for sharing. 6,000 likes is looking good. Obviously, if you want to see Ashton do the little wiggle and the dance, then we need about 35,000 likes like she did last night. And when she got to 40,000, she did a handstand. So we're quite far away from that at the moment.
You can see it starting to thicken up from reducing. It's getting there, y'all. It's getting there.
Looking good. So what are you doing with the broccoli? Are you just steaming the broccoli?
Yes.
So anybody joining us now, thanks for following Food Talk TV. You can actually see a review or replay of this live on YouTube and Facebook, which is also under the same name, Food Talk TV. And the recipe will be on foodtalktv.com alongside many other creator recipes on there. My daughter told me people don't say supper. Silly girl.
See? I'm not some people, though. I'm Ashton. And I'm quite different from a lot of people.
A lot of people say supper in England as well, to be honest. But in Yorkshire, we call it tea, which is strange because a lot of people get confused with tea. So what are we having for tea?
So, you know how some people have like breaks during the day? Like not a lunch break, but like another break for like a snack. Okay, so in Sweden, they have that and they call it fika. And so anytime you want to take a break, like for coffee or tea with like a pastry or something, you say, let's take a fika or let's fika.
Where's Ashton gone? She's vicking off. I only say supper, not sure who raised her. Messy whiskers. Yeah, I mean, some people say supper, some people say dinner. Like I say in England, we say tea. Karen Schneider, 281, saying, hello, Ashton.
No.
Come on, Karen, double tap that screen that you just joined. We need to get to 10,000 likes. Hurry up. Press, press, press. And don't forget, if each person could share this live, that would help.
Exactly. Tap those screens, you guys. Come on.
Come on. God dang it.
Tap my hand. Give me a high five. Woo. Yeah. Give me a high five. Come on. That's right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
So let's have a look at that sauce, see what you're doing to it, see how you're working it. Is it kind of reduced a lot more now, or? Oh yeah, we need to see this. That's definitely nearly there. So that's heavily reduced. You've been working hard on that. Some people would have given up and probably strained it, but no, not Ashton. She's doing a right good job. Rhonda House is saying, hey Ashton. Rhonda House, ironically, is in the house. Thank you very much for double tapping the screen. Thanks for those likes. Look at this sauce. It's going to go on those lovely, lovely cod loins that Ashton cooked a little earlier on Food Talk TV. Mmm. So you're going to do what Paul Haight said? You're going to throw some butter in there?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to turn the heat down, let it cool off just a little bit, because you don't want the sauce to break. Just let it cool a little bit while it finishes reducing.
Diana 007 saying David is going to be eating good.
He always eats good.
But I don't think David hasn't got any room after eating all those chicken burgers last night at 2 in the morning.
He ate 3 of them.
Well, there you go. And that sauce that you poured on that burger, oh my God. Did you give him gloves?
No. He eats things. I like spicy food, but he likes it more than me.
Congratulations, Rhonda House. She'll be a grandmother in 3 weeks. That deserves tapping the screen. That deserves a round of applause. Congratulations. So in goes the butter. Is that butter or is it margarine?
It's butter. You want to make sure it's still a little bit cold, or at least as cold as you possibly can. And then we're just going to stir it like this.
Mm.
And it's going to firm up. Add a little bit more butter.
Well, you weren't kidding, were you? This is definitely French.
And you see how it's thickening up?
Mm.
Not breaking or separating or anything like that. That's how you make your white wine and piccata sauces. The butter emulsifies with it.
That deserves a few likes there. Double tap the screen if you like what you're seeing. Don't forget, this recipe will be available on foodtalktv.com.
And make sure you turn off the heat when you do this, because you don't want to cook the butter. You just want to put it in there. And now we're going to add our fish pieces back in. And any juices that had come off, just slide it back in there. And we're going to take a spoon and just spoon the sauces over the fish. And then
Rhonda, this is cod. And specifically, it's cod loin.
and we have some fresh parsley that goes on top. Nice and fresh. And there you go. There is our fish piccata. And then we're going to serve it with our broccoli rabe, or broccolini, whatever you want to call it. we're just gonna take these pieces out.
They will be super soft now. Looks good.
They're still crunchy, see? And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take a little bit of olive oil and
Olive
drizzle.
what? Olive what?
Olive oil.
Oil? What's that? Oh, oil? Sorry.
And we're gonna take a little bit of flake salt and put over the top.
Thank you, Sherry, for the gifts. Very kind. Thank you for the likes. Let's get to 10,000. Oh, we've got some lemon zest going on the broccoli. Wow, nice. Nice touch.
You could also do a little bit of Parmesan cheese if you wanted.
Stop. Hello, 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 Gobi. Hello, Gobi in the house. Not one hello in sight.
I think I
Oh,
will
we're looking for some of that.
on to it.
Thank you for the gift. So we're going to go in with some hard cheese. Was it Parmesan?
Yeah,
Or was it Pecorino? Parmesan.
Parmesan.
Mmm. Nice. Look at that. That looks like a dish just on its own, just the broccoli. Wow. Looking good. This deserves some likes. Come on, let's get to 10,000, please.
All right. So here we go. We have our cod piccata and our broccolini.
Delicious, delicious.
And there's a little bit right here.
What dish? This is cod piccata with some tender stem broccoli, steamed. Mmm. What's that? Punchy.
It's so good.
Looks good.
All right, you guys, I'm going to take pictures. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Please make sure you're following me on Food Talk TV and here on TikTok, just like Granny. I'm going to post these recipes on my website in a little bit, so don't miss out. Also, if you can, please follow me over on my Instagram. I'm trying to get to 10K there. All right. And if nobody's told you today, you're kind, you're worthy, you can get through today. I know the weekend is a break. Maybe for some of you have to work, and I know Monday's right around the corner, but you're strong enough and you can do this. I believe in you. And until next time, bye now. Love y'all.
Bye.